Hey guys, welcome to another video. Just like I told you in the last video, what we're going to do is name this and then fix it. First thing that we're going to do though is, fix this because it drives me crazy seeing this geometry. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? It's so annoying. Oh, my landlord must think I talk to myself, jeez. But yeah, we are going to fix this geometry. It's such a waste. Alright, so the next thing that you're going to do is basically just, you can either select this manually or you can just select here and just merge. Just make sure that when you select things right here, you're not selecting things at the back too, because when you merge that, it's gonna look like crap, like that. So since we have a hole here, I'm going to select this from the back. Just make sure that you don't have n-gons, okay? So if we say we have something like this, we have one here, one here, one here, one here, and then so on in here, and they're all connected like that, but they're not connected on the inside. This whole mesh right here is not going to show in the Unity. Make sure it's connected. I'm just gonna do a quick drawing. So it's connected outside, right? Make sure it's connected inside right here to the point where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3 here. 1, 2, 3, and then maybe connect it here. And as you can see, we have quads and tris. Quads, square, tris, triangle. Make sure you don't have anything above a quad, or it's going to be an n-gon. N-gon is a bad geometry, and you don't want that. Okay, so let's go start merging. Oh, let's see. I'll look that from the outside, something like that. Merge in the middle. So, just like that. Now it looks good. The way I'm gonna clean this up is delete this because, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not a bad geometry. And then I'm gonna go, let's see, too much here, in here, in here. I'm just gonna merge this again. See? You can never be too secured. As you can see, we don't have any n-gons. I'm just pressing control, like holding control. Make sure nothing is selected there. You can always go here and check if anything's gonna be taken out. Do we have something here? Take this out like that. Because you don't want it all the way here. Like that's bad. You have skewing right there. You don't want that. So I'll drag this here. Just snap. Make sure that everything is kind of like merged with yourself. So this one. The stuff that I'm using, keep in mind, are in here. I'm using merge to center and merge. So take this one, merge to center, and then this one again. Since I'm not checking because the bottom is empty, so I'm not worried about skewing and stuff. But I don't really need that much geometry here. So I'm just gonna keep cleaning this up, making sure that just nothing is n-gon. And what I do is I usually highlight everything. And I hit this. As you can see, it goes down a bit. That means there's some overlapping UV. There's an overlapping vertex. Yeah, vertex that is not merged. Meaning if I snap this here, and I forget to merge that, this still counts as 2, so you have to click this one right here just to make sure that it merged by itself. See? The secrets of modeling. Huh. Okay, so more merging. More merging. We're gonna hit this one. Jesus, sound like my mom. My mom used to pronounce tickets, chickets. I don't know if it's an Asian thing, but it sounds so funny. Okay, so we have something like this. I think this one's good enough. Looking for more crap to fix. It's not skewing or anything. Maybe I'll just, let's see, merge that. Take this out. What I usually do is take this whole thing out. And then kind of like merge Then I check around to see if anything's crap. Just holding control to unselect things. Okay. So something like this. Still depends on you and what you want to do. I'm gonna clean in this particular video and name this later on. By the way, this model is not going to be available on the resources folder because I want you guys to get your own. Like, it's just, you know, experiment on things because in the future, maybe. I mean, in the future, basically. You guys are not gonna, like, follow me still creating things. I mean, probably on Twitch or so, but you're gonna start creating your own, like, models. And you're gonna have to experience kit bashing by yourself or just finding out what to model. Like, I'm always telling you guys to not really copy me for a reason. Because if you keep copying what I'm doing, what if I'm done doing the course? Like, you're gonna have a hard time doing your own thing. Like, you're still locked on my creativity, my ideas, not your own. So if you, like, I don't know, build your own models and like create your own environment and choose your models by yourself, that's you being creative, that's not me. You know? If that makes any sense. Why is my voice so low right now? I don't even know. Take this up. Merge it. And maybe this one too, because it's too much. Actually, just a quick note, you can press G and it activates the last stuff that you fix. So if this is the last button that you fix, when you press G, it does that button. Like, does that make any sense? So if I merge this like that, when I press G, it should activate this function. So I highlight this, and I press G, and as you can see, it merged that. So that's one other thing that you need to know. If you're using Maya or Blender or whichever. And I'm just gonna level this. Make sure every single thing at the bottom is kind of like selected. I just went to Edge, double click. I'm going to R and I'm gonna level them. By that I mean this. See? Now they are all level in one go. If we go to a different perspective, as you can see, they're uneven. Now just drag this and now they're even. Okay? Something like that. And also, don't forget to kind of like, if it's not showing, you don't need it. So just delete the faces. Now I can either just go here and delete the faces down here at the very bottom. And do the same here. Delete the face at the bottom or here too. But since it's not actually embedded in the chair, and it's showing right here, I'm not going to delete that. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Okay? Not seeing any other errors here. I think I'm good. So I'm gonna leave that like that. Mostly the only thing need fixing here are the trees and statues, and that's it. And what I'm going to do basically is just delete the stuff at the bottom here because I don't need it. I'm gonna change perspective into this one. This is my X perspective, as you can see. Everything that's in here at the middle is your perspective. So as you can see, in here you have Y, in here you have Z, here you have X. So if I press F here, it should zoom on Z perspective. If I press F here, it should zoom on your Y perspective. And if it's not doing that, maybe because your camera is, I don't know, maybe somewhere in the wrong location. And what you can do to fix that is go to View, select your camera on that particular place, and make sure that you kind of like zero in the translate. Okay? And zero in the rotate. Just basically reset this and you should be able to see your mesh back. Okay? So I'm gonna go back here. Let's see. This one, go to face mode, go here, and just delete this, highlight it first, and highlight this. Now everything at the bottom is kind of like, well, you know, selected. Depends on you and however or which one you want to be selected, but for me I just want the faces right there to be deleted. So I'm just gonna delete that. I'm gonna go to my edge. I'm gonna level that. So we have something like this. Be something like this at the bottom. So when we drag this into Unity, as you can see, your pivot point is right here, not all the way right here. It's just me, but I like that little padding right there. So when I kind of like drag it on a plane, I don't need to worry about, is it gonna skew or something, or do I need to kind of like drag it lower so that I don't see any kind of like padding right here or something like that. But I'm fine with something that's like that. Okay, so I'm done cleaning that up, and this thing doesn't really need cleaning up or anything like that. I don't think they do. Like, I've checked this before on this stream when I was streaming it to see if there's any other errors. Practically none. I mean, I can lower down the trees, but I like the way it looks. Just make sure that it's no end guns. I can either just drag this here. Actually, but I kind of like the way it looks. It's as low as it gets. Some people delete the lower part of the tree, but as you can see, because my tree is not like equal here, it's not completely flat here, meaning I have a, you know, an elevation like this. See, it curves here. I need those bottom parts. Now if my tree is just like straight like that, then I can just delete the bottom, but since there's a little bit of elevation, I'm gonna leave that there. So I think I'm done cleaning up. I'm gonna go delete my history, or your Maya is gonna start lagging, and I'm gonna save this. Just Control S, and I'm gonna start naming this. So please pull out your notes in the swamp asset list. We're gonna name this. So as you can see, I have different names here because I have such long names, Ancient Portal Rock or something like that. I don't want that, so I just kind of like rename a bunch of stuff in here. Just pause the video if you want to copy my name or not. And I'm just gonna put it in here. So I'm gonna start here because this is not on the asset list. I'm just gonna go add it here. I'm gonna name it statue. What is this? Like a sitting statue. I'm just gonna put the stupidest name because, well, it's sitting. And then we have the angel statue. Actually, I'm just gonna put statue here underscore sitting. So when I look it up on Unity, I can just put statue and it's gonna show all the statue. So I'm gonna put here statue and then angel here. And I'm gonna name it like this. So make sure to save your notepad though. Control S works for me, but go to file or save it or whichever one you're using. So my outliner is clean. I'm gonna close this. I don't need this. Right click, close tab. I'm gonna make this smaller. Trying to work on one window. Kind of sucks. Mushroom ball, mushroom something. I think I saved it, so I'm good. I don't know why I opened 3, but just gonna put this here so I can just copy paste easily. Make sure transform is open. Open this one, and it's right here. Put your names on transform, not on mesh. Okay. You can see this live if you open your outliner. If you still have it open, like if you copy this, go here and paste it here, and you hit enter, you can see it live right here. But I don't need to see it live. I just know that it's gonna work. Okay, so ghost ball. Just gonna name this ghost ball. So like if you have a space here and you hit enter, it's automatically gonna add underscore. And I don't want underscores, so I'm just gonna put ghost ball like that. And make sure to copy the same naming convention that you have on your beginner's course if you ever follow that one. If we look at the meshes right here, the FBX, this is our naming convention. It all has number. So when we duplicate it or we create another one, we can just put number 2, number 3, number 4. But yeah, so I should technically put numbers on mine because this is my naming convention. Just don't worry about the YN. That's going to automatically add when we export this using our batch exporter. But if you're new to this course, make sure to put a number right here. So 1. And then 1, because there's only one of that kind. Ghost ball, 1 here. Next thing we have is mushroom glowy. So where's my mushroom? It's right here. So I'm gonna name this mushroom. I'm just gonna put here top, because this is my top. I'm just gonna put 1. And I'm gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna leave this like this, because glowies kind of like tells me that it glows. I think the last part, because that's what I want it to glow. And right here, just gonna put here mushroom bottom 2. And you can see that all my naming convention match. If there is an underscore, the next letter is gonna be big, and that's what we want. Stairs, I believe are this ones. So stairs 1, stairs 2, then 3 and then 4. And we have portal mini. This is going to be the one in between our portal. I believe so, are this ones. So 1 here, 2 here. Some people put like an underscore and then a name. It depends on you, like whichever one you want. You can either put an underscore and then 0, 1 to like separate it from the actual name. But I have no choice but to put number 3 after the name, because that is how I name my my files on the first course. But yeah, keep that in mind. Alright, so just highlight this like that and just go here from the beginning. I like to name mine. Number 1 is always small. Number 3 and number 4. We have 3s. So obviously this one is number 1. This one is number 2. And we have our pillars. Actually, we have a ground rock first, but this one. Where is my ground rock? This one, the circle ones. So put here, ground, rock. And I'm just gonna put here circle, because I believe I have a ground rock on my beginner's course and I need to differentiate them. So number 2, number 3, just copy pasting, easy stuff. 4 and then 5. Okay. I have a torch. I believe I have a torch already on my beginner's course. This should be my number 2. And lastly, we have a pillar here. So I'm just gonna name this pillar, then underscore circle. Now remember, if you put a space, it automatically turns into an underscore. So I can just put like that. And as you can see, transform into that. And we are going to put number 2 here and then number 3 here. So I think everything should be named. I'm gonna go maximize this and check my outliner to see if everything's missing out, but everything's good so far. So okay. Alright, so here's what happened. I'm currently editing this video and someone brought me boba. If you don't know what boba is, that's That is a... Let's Google that so I can show you the visual. Boba iced tea. It's a thing, apparently. So this thing, I'm about to cuss. When there's something that tastes good, I'm always like, this bleep is really good. So I'm drinking something like this, but mine's like big. It's kind of like peach color and pinkish, and it has, I think, so much sugar on it. And now I'm super hyper. So this is what happened. So while I'm currently kind of like editing this video, you know, suddenly there's an idea that came into mind. Now I know we're done modeling and everything else is finalized, but what happened is I was drinking boba, right? And suddenly I stare into this statue and I thought, this statue somehow reminded me of evil Santa Claus. I don't know how I see it, but it just happened. So then again, I start thinking, what if I put all the portal here, surrounding him, just like that, and he's like sitting there like he's some kind of like a god, and you have your little, it looks so stupid, but you have your little elf, like the little midget elves right here sitting on each side of his chairs, and they're like why would I say flirting, but like more of like, you know how short people can reach the bottom of like the toilet, right? So I'm just gonna talk about me. So when I'm doing my business, excuse me, my foot doesn't reach the bottom of the toilet because I'm like, I don't know, 4'11". So I always use some kind of like a tall cardboard to put my feet on or something like that. And these fairies are gonna be like kind of dangling their feet, if that makes any sense. And there's your there's your Santa Claus. Too much is what happens when you have so much freaking sugar. So yeah, so change your plans. That's what's gonna happen. Now I'm not just trying to be retarded or anything, but sometimes when you're doing art, sometimes ideas come in late. And I'm kind of the person that's always welcoming ideas. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find quickly some, not this. Too much of that is, I can imagine myself with too much of that. Oh, by the way, this is the result of our survey. So tomorrow is Saturday, so I'll be streaming and be building at least one of these inside a picture, and we're gonna create that tomorrow. And when you watch this, it's probably over 2 weeks ago or so, but you will see that on the Twitch, at least right here on the stream. I'm gonna keep it there and I won't delete it anymore. I know I deleted my beginner streams because it was so cringy, and I don't know, it's just really cringy hearing your own voice when you're streaming, so I deleted it. But I think I'm just gonna keep it. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Let's go back to business. So Turbo Squid, I'm gonna go back in here and I'm gonna look for like, you know, just your simple base, and I'm gonna turn it into a freaking elf. So human base. Actually, I think you can even get this in Zbrush. Like, I don't think it's no big deal. But you're looking for something low poly like this one, and it's perfectly OBJ, and that's what I want. I want my glowing fairies. Nice. I'm not signing. I'll be back. Alright, so as you can see, we have our human right here. So all I'm gonna do now is download and wait for it to compress. You hear that? That's me slurping boba. Haha. Okay, so it's right here. I'm just gonna drag this into desktop. Jeez, I feel like I'm all over the place. Like I have so much sugar. So it should be on the desktop. Perfect. Close all of this crap. I don't even act this retarded when I drink, and I don't even drink that much. But like, should I open a new one? No, I'll just open my old one. It's supposed to be on my not here. It's supposed to be here. I don't know if you can hear me chewing. If you are, I'm so sorry. Anyway, it's supposed to be somewhere here in Zbrush and on Swamp Environment ZPR. I'm just gonna open that and put the little human being there, and I'm going to animate it easily, and I'm going to show you how to do that easily. And we're going to make it sit on daddy's lap. Okay, so we have the ZBrush open right here. So I'm speaking right now while still chewing boba. Oh my god, it's a disaster. But I'm gonna import this and get this one. This is all I need. This is what I need. I don't need anything really big or really detailed. This is just what I need. So I'm gonna put this here and make this a little bit smaller, because you know, it's gonna be a little human being sitting on daddy's lap. So should be really small like this. I'm gonna drag it in here. I don't know which ZBrush you're using, but hopefully you're getting the hang of it, like moving stuff. Doesn't really matter where you put it. I'm just making sure that it fits like the size that I'm thinking in my head. I'm gonna take this here, and since I am not going to change this, because as you can see, it's already perfect for animating. Like the wireframe is where it's at, in the right place, like in here, in here, in here, and in here. So you're supposed to put like a more right here, because this is gonna bend. And you're supposed to put more here because this is also going to bend. And also around the neck, right here, and also right here. And as you can see, everything is perfectly placed. And I don't really need to, you know, mess with this at all. But I want an elf though. So what I'm going to do is, where is that snake? Snake. Right here. There's our hook. I'm just gonna drag the ears because it's so ugly. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna mask this because I don't want it affected. I'm just gonna put his here and put this. Whoa. I need to mask this part and put this here. So easy to make an elf. Okay. Maybe we need to turn this into a girl. But they're not gonna be able to tell. I just want it to be like a glowing little. But I want it to be a girl though, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of cuteness here. Right here and right here. And give me some booty. Some booty. Right here. I don't know if I'm being appropriate right now. Like, I don't even know, but I'm like so young. Like, let me be a kid for one. And besides, we're modeling something and I want to have fun. So I'm gonna add more booty here. That's some pointy ass booty. Just stick it here and in here. I guess that's okay. Get this one here and in here. I mean, I like mine kind of like this. It depends on you if you want it, you know, kind of like symmetrical, but I like mine as symmetrical. Gives that organic feel at least. And I'm gonna lower this down. I'm using my mouse, so I want this to be thin, so I'm pinching it. You know, pinch brush, that's what it's for, making things skinny. See? Yeah, it's starting to look like a girl. Make her sit on Santa's lap. Hopefully this video don't get removed from Udemy. Hopefully my viewers are mature enough to handle this. To handle this crap. Oh my god. Oh, shoot. Too much. Maybe in here. And in here. I'm just gonna take this here. BMV. too much lower intensity, I'm gonna take this here. Something like that. And I'm gonna make the neck a little bit narrower, because that's how girls are. They're supposed to have round face. Well, not supposed to, but like what makes it more feminine. It's like a round face, narrow neck, narrow everything. You know, things like that. And also what I can do is smooth, aside from like, I don't think it can handle that much booty though. Let's see. I'm just thinning everything out. And lastly, B&V. Take this kind of like up. Take this a little bit up. Does this look like a human to you? Okay. Something like this I think is good enough for me. And you are going to be sitting on daddy's lap right there. Did you just assume my gender? Yes, I did. Okay, so now that we have this little elf here, let's go export this by itself. So I'm gonna go to my desktop and I'm just gonna name this elf. I'm gonna delete this later on, I don't need it, so I'm just gonna insert this video that I'm currently recording right here later on, but where's their Maya? It's right here. Let's go import that thing. It's on desktop, it's named elf, and it's right here. So that elf by itself import perfectly. So I'm gonna go here on a transform and name this elf. Actually, I'm gonna name it lap elf because it sits on. Shut up. Okay, so hide everything right now, create a new plane. You know how this goes, same old. 2 subdivision. Please lower down your pivot point, but put the center all the way at the very bottom. And you're going to, drag that in the middle. Freeze, reset. Take this here, reset. And as you can see now, it's working perfectly. So I'm gonna animate this later on the video. I'm gonna transfer this to some free animating site and we are going to have fun. So I'm gonna go and hide my things. Control Shift H, drag this one here close to daddy's lap so I'll remember where to put it. So yeah, so that's it. So on the next video, it's gonna be really quick, but I want to kind of like separate this because I have something to do right now and I'm running out of time. What I'm going to do next on the next video is just basically export this. Alright? And I'm gonna stop the video here. I'm gonna clear my history. It's right here, edit, delete all bad type, and I just Control Shift left mouse click to add that. And yeah, I'm just going to save this. And this is gonna be the naming part. So I'm gonna put here name. And it should be good. Alright? I will see you on the next video.